This is Dave with Ham Radio Test and Review. My call sign is NADAV. The motto for my channel is one test is worth 1,000 expert opinions. Today, I'm going to show you how to use NanoVNA Antenna Analyzer. This is a neat little piece of kit that everybody should have. I think every ham radio operator should own one of these, and it does a great job showing you how your antenna looks as far as impedance and how it possibly could perform. All right, so if you want to have an antenna analyzer in your kit, this is a good one to have. There's others as well, but I think this is probably one of the most versatile and one of the best ones that you can actually own. So if you give me just a second, and I will be right back. And by the way, if you want to look at the previous video, go ahead and look at the previous video so you can learn how to actually calibrate it, because you should calibrate it before you use it. All right, so I'll be right back. Here is my NanoVNA. I am going to put this adapter on the port. Sorry, wrong port. Thinking of the tiny SA. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cable right here. It's got an SO239 on one end and a BNC male on the other. And I'm going to connect my base station antenna up to it. And then I'm going to connect my base station antenna up to my NanoVNA. Now, I'm going to turn it on. It's going to default to the 2-meter band, and we'll see what it looks like. And guess what? Look at that. It's a pretty nice little curve for my J-pole antenna, isn't it? So it goes from here, the yellow, and it flattens out, and it comes all the way to here. Now, let's see. Let's look. At the center of the band, which is the 146.000, it's 1.102 or 3. That's vacillating. All right, that's pretty darn good. That's exactly what my SWR meter was showing, that it was 1.0 on the 2-meter band, which I was actually testing it on 146.520. So let's take a look at 146.520, and I get a SWR of 1.094, which is, once again, very close to what my SWR power meter was actually showing. And let's go up here at the high end. That's 1.422 at the highest at 144 megahertz. And at 148 megahertz, it's 1.141 or 0. All right? So that's how you read it. Now, if you want to know what the blue line is, that's your impedance of your antenna. The impedance at 146.520 is 45.68 ohms. So about 46 ohms. And that's pretty close to 50. And so, you know, that's a good, everything looks good on this antenna for the 2-meter band. Let's try it on the 70 centimeter band and see what I get. Now look at that. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, let's pause it. And let's take a look at 446, because that's what I usually test at. And 146 is 1.496. So once again, it was pretty close. My SWR meter is pretty close to what the NanoVNA is saying. And the impedance is 73.8 ohms, which shows you why the SWR is off a little bit. And let's take a look at the 1.25 meter band. That's very interesting. See how interesting this NanoVNA is? It's really very cool. So at the center of the band, which is just about the highest spot, we get an SWR of 1.848. But at 223, which is what I tested it at, I believe, at 1.6. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. But don't forget, my J-pole was not designed for the 1.25 meter band. Let's see what else we can test at. Oh, how about GMRS? That's an interesting one. Look at that. So normally I test on channel 16, which is 462.575, and that is an SWR of 1.202 with an impedance of 48.76 ohms. All right, there we go. I mean, this is very interesting stuff here, guys. Having a NanoVNA in your kit is very, very powerful. You can use it for many, many different things. And if you really want to get into it, you can learn how to read a Smith chart, and this thing will bring up Smith charts for you too. All right. Anyway, that's how you use a NanoVNA and how you set it up. It's very, very simple. Once you calibrate it, it doesn't take very much to actually make this thing perform. All right. So when you see me next, I'll be doing my final review on this how-to series. All right. I disconnected my antenna, but then I remembered I have my HT antenna, my signal stick that is on my HT test bed. So I'm going to hook it up here and let's see how it looks. It's a very interesting curve here. Looks like we got a little bit of interference here in the shack, which is not unusual for me. So here we go at 146.520. I'm getting an SWR of 1.810 and an impedance of 67.79 ohms. Very interesting. Okay, let's turn off the sweep and let's bring up 70 centimeters. And 70 centimeters, I always test at 446. I got a radio going in the background. There we go. 446. I got an SWR of 1.065. Very, very good. Well, let's try. I know it's going to be terrible on the 1.25 meter. Yep, it's all the way up at 4.43. All the way up here at the top. So let's see. Let's try GMRS. Now GMRS, it's got a very nice flat curve. We always test on 462.575. And there we go. We get an SWR of 1.555. Very good. All right, so that just shows you how quick and easy it is to test on the NanoVNA once everything is calibrated. All right, next time you see me, I'll give up a review and sign off. All right, so what did we learn today about how to use the NanoVNA Antenna Analyzer? Well, I'll tell you, it's very, very easy to use. It's actually more difficult to calibrate it, and even then, it's not very difficult to calibrate. It actually tells you exactly what to do and what it wants, and you just follow along, and it's easy to calibrate, and it's even easier to use. So the hardest part is remembering which port to plug the antenna into, which obviously I had a little problem with this morning. All right, anyway, so the NanoVNA came up with very similar results to my power SWR meter, which makes me feel good that I'm getting similar results, with the NanoVNA probably being a little more accurate than the power SWR meter. These are not tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment. They're not calibrated. So, and this is a hobby now. This is not, you're not doing this for your career. So it's okay to not have calibrated equipment. And these are just supposed to give you good ideas as to how things are performing, so you can then decide if you want to tune, or if you want to change, or if you find something that doesn't work good, whatever. The NanoVNA will let you know exactly what's going on, and that's the beauty of it. So it's a great little piece of kit. I love mine. I would not be without it. I'll be very honest with you. I have a Rig Expert Stick Pro It's a great thing, but I love my NanoVNA. All right. So, and next time you see me, I'll probably be doing some other videos. I'll probably be doing one on the Tiny SA. But anyway, that's a little bit in the future. This is Dave with Ham Radio Test and Review saying 73 and so long.